Substack some time ago. So it's a nice picture, but there's no reason why we can't have other nice pictures. We can take some. So I'm just thinking. See, we're all looking quite nice today. So why wouldn't we? So I'm thinking. Now, see, there you go. We got a little bit there. So I may be able to take some more screenshots. So look at Andrea. Now you can't. So Andrea has spent the last 2.5 seconds tidying up his hoodie.
I should change this. Actually,
no, it's great. It's great. Italia. I love Italy.
It's like a home.
Yeah, and I think Brian was just checking that his fly was closed, but honestly, we can't see that low.
Brian is a guy, looks good. That's also the good beard shape.
I was just covering up a bit of my t-shirt, to be honest. I think it's
your t-shirt is grand. It's nice. I like the design on it. It's multicolored and it may be a bit faded, but that makes you look like
I give a subliminal information about me. I put the trumpet like this now.
Yeah,
I have my trumpet on my shoulder.
I think you can do even better than that. Let's hear you play it. Go on, play a few bars from your trumpet.
What there?
I can name that tune.
Huh?
I can name that tune. La 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 la.
Yeah. Wow, perfect. The tune, good.
Keep going, Joe. Keep going.
Keep going. Well, okay, I was just going to get to the lyrics. So you know the famous lyrics. They go something like, Andrea Patron and Rayne Matthews, Joe Armstrong, the Irishman.
So
beautiful. All day and I'm going to hell. Play something else, Andrea, please, before I make a total each of myself and get burnt at the stake.
Okay. Every moment.
Bravo.
Tequila.
Bravo.
Every moment.
I think we need a spontaneous bit of song from Brian.
Every moment of every day, I will love you forever.
Nice.
Very good, Brian. Every moment of every day, I will love you forever.
Beautiful.
Oh, yes.
Cool. Clearly, he was only going to give us a little snippet in case somebody didn't click on the link on the day it's released.
Listen to Every Moment. Going to be released 20th October.
Remind me how people will be able to listen to it.
By Spotify.
So if I have Spotify and if I want to listen to Every Moment, sung by Brian Matthews, featuring Andrea Patron, what do I do? I just put it in the search bar Every Moment and it'll come up, will it?
It should do, especially if you put Every Moment, the Rayne and Patron Andrea, with the Rayne spelt R-A-Y-N-E.
Okay, so not Brian Matthews, but the Rayne. So if they put in Brian Matthews, they won't find it. So they'd have to put in every moment, and then they put in the Rayne, Rayne. By the way, do you know that somebody else has the audacity, another artist, to call themselves the Rayne? The cheek of them.
There's one, another guy.
I don't think there's another artist called The Rayne, but there is another one called Rayne, and there's one called The Rayne, THA Rayne.
I had this as well because there's other authors called Joe Armstrong.
It's very difficult to be totally unique.
Yes, and so therefore my way around that, well, I had Joe Armstrong Humanist, which mightn't be the best thing, but it helps people to know that it's me and not the Joe Armstrong who was in Green Day, or the Joe Armstrong who not the guy who walked the moon, that was Neil Armstrong. But do you know what I mean? There are loads of Joe Armstrongs out there.
Yeah.
There was Louis Armstrong, but that wasn't me either. And obviously, Andrea, there's another Andrea Patron, which is why you had to put down Patron Andrea. It's all very confusing.
Yeah, it's quite popular, my surname. There are actually a famous DJ, like Patron, is very famous, this guy. But that's okay, you know. We have many people here.
He's a DJ.
Yeah, it's a DJ, and I think Armstrong is very popular as well. Like, super
I know.
Even didn't know it was a Irish surname, you know. It was totally. I think it was America.
Yeah.
Thankfully, there's only one the Rayne on Spotify. So.
Oh, is there? I thought there was another one. So can I ask? I mean, I know my story about the song. You know, I get this basic melody and lyric 31 years ago, 2 weeks after I proposed to my wife, and I thought this is gorgeous, but I hadn't a clue how you get from that moment of inspiration to an actual song. And so I put it in my journal, and there it stayed, remained forgotten for 3 decades until I met you guys and attended the TSA and the what's the TSA stand for? The Songwriting Academy. And I thought, okay, you don't have to know how to read music, or you don't have to play an instrument, you don't have to be an artist with a brilliant voice like the Rayne, and you can still be involved in songwriting. So that's kind of my story. So, but from your gut, I'd love to hear your story of how we got to this point on the song.
So you guys met through the Songwriting Academy somehow. Did you meet on a 555 or a boot camp or something?
Yeah, that was our first meeting.
Yeah,
we did. Remember, we did one of the breaking room together in the boot camp, and there was this like full immersion writing for it was 2 or 3 hours probably. It was Joe and I, another singer, other 2 people, but 5 collaboration, 5-person collaboration, and then we did this song. Probably I still have in my hard disk, and then we kept the contact, Joe and I, in some way. They were like, oh, let's do something nice together, and we started. Remember, and then we just start to share this collaboration with other people, with Corinne, for instance, with Zach, and then
Zach
one day
from the Proclaimers.
And then one day I told Joe, we need a singer, like a three-way collaboration with the singer, because otherwise we have a lot of problems, to hire a singer. And then we thought about you, and then because I had your contact, through the TSA.
You and I were connected through the kind of tour bus WhatsApp group, weren't we?
Yeah.
Andrea.
How do I think I sent an email to you, Brian, the first time.
So I think you and I were on this kind of WhatsApp group that the Songwriting Academy created.
What's in this bus? What was it? The TSA bus?
The Floyd tour bus, and we I think we'd spoken on Zoom because there was like a Sunday night Zoom group.
In a plat chat, I think.
Yeah,
we met in a plat chat.
And then you then sort of brought the three of us together, Andrea, and said, why I've been writing with this guy Joe.
I didn't wait too much.
Do you want?
All of my musical achievements, such as they are, have all involved Andrea. I would be nowhere without Andrea.
Yeah,
it's true. Like, he's a musician. I'm a writer, so kind of all I can offer is lyricist. Although to be fair to me, I mean, I also came up with the basic melody for this song, so it's not only all I can offer, but I mean that's my gift. If I have a gift, is with words. And Andrea is, he's not a native English speaker. His Italian is far better than mine.
My lyrics are...
I even think his Estonian is pretty good too, and his English is superb. But, I do have that little edge because I was born in Ireland, where we speak a form of English often not recognised by the English, or indeed by the Irish themselves.
But
we needed a singer, Brian, and you're the singer. And boy, did we land on our feet with Brian Matthews.
In the first we are you, Brian. Okay, we didn't like me to get you in the group, but at the end start consolidate this relationship. Thanks to you, Brian, you really gave also more advice for making this song better and better, and you start to love it with everybody. Love it. We released together,
But perhaps you have never told Brian that we did have Plan B. That if Brian had said no, he didn't want to be involved. That we did actually have a kidnapping plan involved, whereby we would put him into a room and we would only release him when the song was released on the 20th of October 2023. But luckily we didn't have to go to that extreme, because
no plan B was necessary.
We manipulated him into actually giving what he thought was his free consent.
But I think another sort of fun thing about it, I mean, one thing I think is it's amazing that you're there in Ireland, Joe. You're there in Estonia, and I'm here in the UK. And through the power of the web, we can just we can get together and write songs, which I still think is phenomenal.
It is phenomenal.
And when we started to write this song, we were actually kind of starting to write a different song. Don't know if you remember, but we started writing. We had this idea of writing a song about sort of being present in the moment, and we had this idea of a song that kind of celebrates the here and now. Now is the moment that all we have is now, and I think that sort of reminded you, Joe, of that lyric that you'd found in your memoirs, in your journal when you were in the course of writing your new memoir, and you sort of, I think, brought that lyric and the melody to us, and said, we've been talking about living in the moment, but I've got this thing here, every moment. Can we just have a look at this for a minute? And we just latched onto it, and really loved the concept and the sort of beautiful simplicity of it. And then you took it to, we kind of put a demo together and created a bit like expanded on what you'd done. And then you took it to a songwriting critique guide, didn't you?
Yeah, Brett Perkins.
Yeah, Perkins. Yeah, was useful.
But actually, if I could go back a little bit further, I remember. This is my memory, so it might not be entirely accurate. But my memory of it is that before we ever got to, working on it together, that I actually had a little bit of persuading to do with you guys, that you weren't immediately taken by it and was kind of, yeah, right, you know, you wrote that 31 years ago, let's move on. And that's kind of my memory of it. And I remember thinking, hang on a bit, guys, I want to, and I had a bit of persuading to do, I think.
Yeah. You insist.
Right.
You insist a lot about you took idea. We do like many version, like rewrote and rewrote the verse 1,000 times. At the end, we took the words that Joe wrote in the first place, like the simple one effect, exactly.
Yeah. And we kind of just kept coming back to the basic melody. And then we kind of decided, and I think I kind of might have suggested this, you know, let's just focus on the chorus, you know, because I did have more stuff than what I wrote initially. And I just thought, let's almost like a mantra or like a Taizé chant or something. And we're just focusing on that one idea of every moment. In every way, I will love you forever. And just build on that. And then you guys, of course, are the musical geniuses and the singing geniuses, and you were able to figure out a way of making that repetition of this one basic lyric interesting.
With a bridge, actually.
Yeah.
Brian idea to put these chords, change the keys, really give this point plus. So when you write the bridge, this kind of really meant to be all the structure. Also, this repetition is really good to have.
Yeah.
All the time. So.
And also another memory I have of this writing this song together was that, you know, because I'm not musically trained, and you guys are the professionals here. And I remember Brian had done, I think it was the second demo, and I utterly loved it. And then Andrea was saying, oh yeah, but could we not do this? And I'm thinking, oh, yeah. Andrea, it's already beautiful, leave it alone. And then Brian, being the pro, listened, went off, took on Andrea's suggestions. And then we heard it the third time, and I thought, it's even better. And so Andrea was absolutely right, you know, and then we had that sense of how do you know when the song is finished, when all three of us, when all the collaborators go, that's it. And we were smiling and we were happy. So that in itself was an amazing process and experience to go through together. Well done, Andrea.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Joe, for your idea as well, and effort to convince us to finish the song, you know, because I think we got a really good cohesion and you know, good relationship among us. And then finishing in 2 minutes, I think.
We still have 2 minutes. Brian, go ahead.
I think it's also worth sort of mentioning Dom in all of this that that I work with in the studio. And I mean, Andrea, you sent us a set of stems that you'd created, and I think, you know, one of the bits of magic that you sprinkled on it, Andrea, was the trumpet. I think, you know, that just kind of elevates it.
Thank you.
And so, you know, and then you sent it through to Dom in the studio, and we Dom spent some time you know, mixing in the drums and the bass and the piano and the trumpet, that all of which you sent through, Andrea, and that then sort of mix the guitars and the vocals that I put on there, and then we got the finger snaps and the claps. So, you know, it's it's a great kind of team effort.
Vocals.
We have less than 1 minute left on this Zoom. Less than 1 minute. So, guys, shall I send out the next Zoom? So we don't have to wait. Yeah. Okay. So well done. Maybe just before we finish this, let's just all look happy and wave our hands together. Yeah.
So you do, Joe. You drop the next.
I will. I'll send you the next one. Okay. See you in a minute.
See ya.
See you in a minute.